All right, boys. Apparently the lineups are in America, USA. I know there's good teams: Germany, Finland, Sweden. I get it, but who do we want in the gold medal? Canada versus USA, obviously, right? Anyways, yeah, you see the hat, Vancouver 2010. I know the Olympics happened in 2014, 12 years ago. We absolutely waxed Sweden. Wasn't really a hyped up gold medal game, if you will. Compared to 2010, Sid the Kid, golden goal, gold medal game in Vancouver, BC. What a moment. I was 9. That was crazy. I'm 24. Time flies, and that sucks. Anyways, fuck me, dude. I wish my dad was here to see Connor McDavid, Nathan MacKinnon play with Sidney Crosby in the Olympics. I wish. Anyways, RIP dad. He brought me into this nightmare, being a Leaf fan. Still love him though. Dude, Olympics are here. They're here, and the lineups are out. Based off practice reports, Puckpedia shows the projected lineups. I'm sure these are going to change. These are for sure going to change. We're going to look through USA and Team Canada's projected starting lineups for this upcoming Olympics. We're going to start with the Canadians here. And by the way, the Americans haven't won a gold medal in fucking 40 plus years. Like, I know that, but like the average person might not know that. And they're going to say, oh, Canada's hockey's game. Of course, you guys have so many gold medals and you've won the last 2 with NHL players. But, like, dude, you guys haven't won since 1980. The Americans had so many good players over the past 40 years. Like, guys, figure it out. But I ain't complaining. Sorry if you're American. Keep your Super Bowl and basketball and whatever you like. We win a gold medal in basketball. Steph Curry's my GOAT, so I was happy for him that they won the gold medal the past Summer Olympics here. Anyways, we're moving on to 60 years, by the way. Oh, sorry, not 60. 40 years. Prior to that was 1960. Yikes. Our game though. That's why. Whatever. I don't care. Anyways, Canada's team, according to Puckpedia, first line: Macklin Celebrini, Connor McDavid, Tom Wilson. Brandon Hagel, Nathan MacKinnon, Sam Reinhart. Second line. Third line: Mark Stone, Sidney Crosby, Mitch Marner. Fourth line: Brad Marshy, Bo Horvat, Nick Suzuki. Top line of the defense: Devon Taves, Cale Makar. Second line: Josh Morrissey, Colton Parayko, Shea Theodore, Sanheim. The extras: Sam Bennett, Harley, Jarvis, Drew Doughty. Goaltenders: Binnington, Thompson, and Darcy Kemper. First line: Celebrini, McDavid, Wilson. Weird, right? Weird. Some people don't think it's weird. The only thing I think about here is like I worry about Tom Wilson like keeping up with these guys. I know Macklin Celebrity's a young kid, but he plays a different type of hockey, right? Like Tom Wilson's a grinder. He's more of like a, I don't want to say he's a second line, third line type of guy, but like, dude, keeping up with Connor McDavid. Never mind Macklin Celebrini, what he's able to do, dude. Tom Wilson keeping up with Connor McDavid. We're going to see how that pans out. We play Czechia tomorrow morning, so we're going to see how this works out. And it sucks not having Braden Point in the lineup. It just sucks, dude. Braden Point would have been such an unreal replacement for, I don't want to say, obviously Braden Point wouldn't be on the fourth line. But, dude, not having Braden Point kind of sucks. And if you go back to my video about the Four Nations I made a year ago, I said Braden Point would be the X Factor. And obviously the entire Canada team is an X Factor. But, dude, that guy is such a gamer. He's unreal. Losing Cirelli for Seth Jarvis. I'm not knocking Anthony Cirelli for anything, but he's not Braden Point, you know? So losing Braden Point's kind of a tough blow. But Canada has so much depth, dude. Like, they're fine. It sucks, though. I'm a big fan of that Berta boy. Anyways, Celebrini McDavid Wilson. It's gonna be interesting to see that line work out. I think that Wilson's just gonna be the grinder on that team. He's probably gonna play against the Czechias with McDavid and the Italians, if you will. When it comes down to game time, like when you're starting to compete for like positioning, when you're versing the Swedes, the Finns, like I don't know if I don't want to say Tom Musa can't keep up with them, but like, dude, McDavid and Celebrini too, like they're just so fast, dude. Like they're just so fast. You need Tom Wilson to be a grinder, and I think that's his position. I think he knows that too. So him just being like, "Oh, I'm on the first line," like he's probably even shocked himself. And I'm not knocking Tom Wilson, bro. He's a dog. You need him in these type of tournaments. Don't get me wrong. On the first line with Connor McDavid and Max Celebrini, that's gonna be fast-paced hockey. That's fast-paced hockey. Hopefully he could keep up. I'm sure he will. He's gonna do his grittiness. He's gonna do his work. He's gonna do his thing. Hagel, McKinnon, Reinhart. That's an unbelievable second line. Like, Canada has 4 number 1 lines. According to Puckpedia, they got Sidney Crosby on the 3rd line. Bro. You know you're stacked when you have Sid the Kid on the 3rd line. Like, Mark Stone with Mitch Marner. That's an unbelievable line. Never mind the lines. Okay, 4th line, Marchand, Horvat, Suzuki, whatever. The power play for Canada, dude. What are you gonna do? Celebrini, McDavid, McKinnon, Crosby, Makar. Ew, dude. I cannot wait for this to start. And you go to defense, yeah. Taves, Makar, obviously, Morrissey, Parayko, Theodore, Sanheim. Oh, Canada's goalies, bro. They have so much offensive power. Where I think in this tournament, and I know years past in the Olympics that Canada had unbelievable goaltending, and people won't talk about Binnington's play this year. The Blues suck, okay? Like, you can't knock Binnington for underperforming. He's obviously going to make this team. Look what he did in the Four Nations. When he has a good team in front of him, look what he does. Logan Thompson, unreal goaltender. Darcy Kemper, like, bro, like, these guys, like, people are talking so much shit about Canada's goalies. Like, dude, there's some established goaltenders here. There's some Stanley Cups here. There's guys who's been there and done that. So I'm not worried about Canada's goaltending as everybody else is on the media talking, oh, I'm worried about Canada's goal. Bro, look what's in front of them. Right? Like, that's what you have to look at. And, yeah, sure, maybe a couple of them are going to give up a couple biscuits. But, dude, like, when you have fucking Connor McDavid on the first line, you got Nathan McKinnon, and you got on the 3rd line Sidney Crosby. Like, bro, like, you're going to score goals. So, I think this team is going to be a high-powering offense who's going to score at all cylinders. And they're going to find ways to beat teams, even if they're in the dumps getting scored on. They're going to find a way to win a game just based off their offense. They're unbelievable offensively. And then you look at the Americans. You got the Kachuk brothers on the top line in between Jack Eichel. Ew. That's fucking filthy. Jake Gensel, Austin Matthews, Boldy. Kyle Connor, Larkin, Thompson. Hughes, Nelson, Miller. Bro, they're stacked as fuck. And then their goaltenders. I mean, Connor Hellebuyck, Jake Onger. In my opinion, they're overrated as fuck. That's not even being a biased Canadian fan. I think they're overrated as fuck. But that defense, though. That American defense is unbelievable. Quinn Hughes, Charlie McAvoy, Jacob Slavin, Brock Faber, Jake Sanderson, Werenski. Ew. They have so many guys defensively. And you could plug Sanderson into the top line. You could put Slavin in the top line. You could put McAvoy on the 3rd line. You could put Hughes on the 2nd. Dude, they're stacked on D. That is for sure. But what's their Achilles heel? Their goaltending. And that is not a hot take. And if you think that's a hot take, you don't watch enough hockey. Those two guys in net for the Americans have shown time and time again, come playoff time, they don't get the job done. We have guys in goaltending who got the job done. All right? And I'm not knocking the Americans. Like, there's no hate here. I'm a Canadian. I'm a friendly fella. The Americans are stacked. They're stacked top to bottom. I just think we have the edge. You got Austin Matthews on the second line center for the Americans. That's unbelievable. You have a guy like Austin Matthews second lining your fucking offense is unreal. And you got Kyle Connor on the third line. Ew. Tage Thompson. Ew. Third line. According to Puckpedia. I'm sure these lines are going to change. Dude. That American defense, though, crazy. Canada USA final. If it's not that, honestly, it would be unfortunate. And I'll say once again, they haven't won a gold medal since 1980. Miracle on ice, the Americans. And if they lose, you know what they're going to say? Oh, it's not our game. We don't care about hockey. But if they win, they're going to make the biggest scene about it, right? So show up then. Show up. You haven't won a fucking gold medal in 40 plus years. So show up then. We're coming for you. Us Canadians, we're coming for you, bud. We're coming for you, bud. Our team is stacked. We got McDavid, McKinnon, Crosby down the center through 1 through 3 lines. Ew. We'll see how Macklin Celebrini performs with the top dogs in playoff hockey. Or not playoff hockey, sorry. Olympic hockey. It's going to be a good one, man. It's going to be a good one. I cannot wait for this puck to drop in Milan. Milano Cortina, if you will. Captains. Crosby, obviously. Like, what? Like, if you even thought for a second that Sid the Kid is not going to be captain of Canada, are you fucking out of your mind? Connor McDavid obviously gets an A. The only controversy here, if you will, if you want to even consider it controversy, Cale Makar or Nathan MacKinnon. I think that the Canadian coaching staff was like, okay, so we have two offensive weapons, obviously, in Connor McDavid and Sidney Crosby. Should we put Nathan MacKinnon as well as the A, or put a defenseman who's going to be playing 30 minutes a night in Cale Makar? I think it's valid. I think it's valid that Cale Makar gets the A as well with Connor McDavid on this Canadian team. And rightfully so. He deserves it. Does Nathan MacKinnon deserve it as well? Yes, obviously. But having a defenseman with an A is huge. Like, he's going to be such an X factor for this team as well. I don't mean X factor in like a way where he's not going to be like an underdog, but it's fucking Cale Makar, dude. He's literally Bobby Orr. My opinion, he might be better than Bobby Orr, but I'm only 24. I never got to watch Bobby play. Dude, Cale Makar is unbelievable. There should be zero talk about or even any sort of controversy that Cale Makar has an A. So yeah, that's the starting lineups projected by Puck Media, and we'll see what happens. Puck drops tomorrow. Canada, Czechia, 10:40 a.m. Be there or be square. Let's go Canada. Bring her home once again. Third time in a row with Olympic NHL players in the tournament. Connor McDavid looking for his first gold medal. I hope he gets it, man. Crosby looking for his third. Crosby's third gold medal. Ew, what a legend. What a GOAT. Literally the GOAT. Give me a break. Vancouver 2010. I'll never forget it. Let's go Canada. Bring her home, boys. Ciao.